Hello and welcome to another edition of Motor Cars Enthusiasts. Right off the bat on the old show today. Remember the Fisker Karma was going through terrible bankruptcy? Well, apparently Fisker's got a brand new owner. It's a Chinese automobile manufacturer called Wanzing. Now Wanzing, who has been trying since the beginning to get Fisker for quite some time, at least in the beginning parts of the bankruptcy, and they actually finally won it. At least they paid the equivalency of 149 million US dollars. Now, with one part of the puzzle, they've already owned the other part of the puzzle. They went in and bought A123 Systems, which was a Detroit battery manufacturer, which was the exclusive battery manufacturer for Fisker Karma. Now, it was actually a battery manufacturer as well for the Chevrolet Volt, but then the Volt folks went out, and Chevrolet went out and found another battery supplier after A123 Systems went out of business. And then in the bankruptcy, Wanzing actually came in and bought that company. So now with the two pieces of the puzzle, we could possibly see brand new Fisker Karmas hitting the roads very, very soon for us. So if you like that silky, sexy body, it may be coming to a so-called Fisker dealership maybe very soon. We'll have to wait and see what this Chinese manufacturer has in mind for this particular brand. Next up on the list, well, the folks down under are big fans of it, and I have to say I'm a big fan of it too. It's the Holden VXR8. Now, this particular vehicle is fantastic in every way. Supercharged 6.4 liter V8 and underneath the hood, and you can get it with a 6-speed automatic or a 6-speed manual transmission. Right down my alley. Well, apparently, sadly enough, now that Holden's no longer going to be manufacturing vehicles in Australia, apparently this car is going to live on, as they're actually going to, they, being General Motors, is going to continue to build this automobile in the United States and ship it down there. Then there's no real word on whether Holden's name will continue on as far as this particular model is concerned, but they're supposedly this supercharged V8 will live on in the VXR8 and will live on in Australia. Now, it may be called a Chevrolet, maybe it could be called the SS, which is basically our version of the Holden Commodore here, but we'll have to wait and see. But if this vehicle is being built in the States, could General Motors put together a business plan to be able to bring that supercharged V8 to us here in the U.S.? That would be fantastic. Even better yet, if it could have 3 pedals, a manual transmission, yeah, that would be pretty fantastic as well. We'll keep you in tune if anything else comes of it. Don't worry, I will keep you up to date. Next up on the list, remember the FT1 Toyota concept that was shown off at the Detroit Motor Show? Fantastically gorgeous looking automobile. Well, apparently, this could quite possibly, or at least sections of it, small pieces of it. Whenever you look at a concept vehicle, that's what you really need to be looking at. If you're a big car fan, look at chunks of it. Maybe the headlight, taillights. It may be parts of what could be next down the line vehicles for that particular manufacturer. And there could be parts and pieces that could be coming in to be the next Supra, the long-rumored next Toyota Supra. Well, apparently we're one step closer to that, as Toyota has re-registered and re-trademarked the name Supra. That's one step closer to this vehicle becoming alive. And if I were you, Toyota, just build this thing. Lock, stock, and barrel, call it Supra, and I will be fantastically happy about this, because I think this car is amazing looking. We'll wait and see what comes of this. I'll keep you in tuned. Remember when McLaren showed off this? They're getting a little bit better at their teaser photos, if there will, when it came out with this 650S. And this is all they showed us and said, it's coming soon, it'll be coming in Geneva. Well, guess what? We got another teaser photo, and here it is. Bam! Yes, it's brand new 650S, full blown. Now, there was some rumors floating about the old interwebs that this 650S was going to be a P15. P15 was supposedly going to bridge the gap straight in the middle between the McLaren P1, the high-end, and the MP4-12C, their standard automobile. And it was supposed to be high horsepower and does some of the stuff that the P1 did, maybe a little bit of a hybrid system in it as well. But apparently the first version, or at least the one that we teased it as being the hardcore track version, is going to be the way this vehicle is going to be. Now you do see a little bit of the McLaren P1 in the nose, and obviously the side sills are massively swollen. As far as the side intakes are concerned, they're a lot bigger than they are on the standard automobile. Sadly, as far as real deal stuff is concerned, we know little to nothing about this particular automobile. They're still keeping their stuff close to their chest about official specs on this that will come out in Geneva. And I have to say that's pretty good. I like it kind of when they let some stuff out. Just a little bit, trickle it out a little bit, but don't give us the whole whammy before Geneva even comes out. But sucker looks pretty good. It's supposed to take on the 458 Speciale, so it's supposed to be a hardcore track version. But we'll know a little bit more come Geneva. Last up on the list, remember the Ram Diesel 1500 that officially went on sale, meaning that dealers could actually put in direct orders for this particular model, and it started on the afternoon of February 7th, 2014. Well, by February 10th of 2014, in the morning, they sold out of their first allocation of the first 8,000 diesel 1500 Ram pickup trucks. In just about 3 days, they sold out of their first allocation. Pretty doggone impressive, especially for the sheer fact that Ram trucks probably sells about 24,000 trucks per month. That's in the entire lineup of Ram trucks. And over 8,000 just these diesel 1500. And supposedly, according to Chrysler, there is a lot of folks that have plopped down money. They plopped down money wanting this truck bad. This diesel engine is supposedly getting up to 28 miles to the gallon on the highway. Hugely impressive little deal. 3 days selling these things out. The Motor Trend Truck of the Year, if you will. That maybe that had a little bit to do with it as well. And that's all there was that I thought was worth talking about for this week's Motor Cars Enthusiast. If you want to jump on over to the Facebook page, the link's down in the show notes. Also, if you want to subscribe to the channel, you can do so at any time. Get the first dibs on the brand new shows as soon as they come out. Thanks for watching. We'll see you again real soon.